I asked a friend and he said gym wear, but I was wondering if there are other types of apparel like business casual, gothic, classy wear, etc. Story 1. Yoga pants. Whoever invented these and made them popular deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Mini skirts, sundresses, short shorts, especially the ones made out of terry cloth. But a sexy woman is still sexy in jeans and a t-shirt, sweats, pajamas, or practically anything. Story 2. Honestly, I love some well-done fashion. Something that uses layers and is more creative than simple or single-colored dresses. I always enjoy a well-thought-out outfit that isn't held back by the need to show off the body underneath. Story 3. Everyone will say sundresses and I agree, but to add something different, this outfit Brie Larson had, jeans and a white top, is my absolute favorite. It's so simple, casual, shows off without being overtly showy. Story 4. A sundress is always great. A nice cocktail dress is always great. The little red or black dress is always great. But what I truly love seeing my wife wear is jeans and a t-shirt. I have no idea why, but when she wears just normal, casual clothes, I get all hot and bothered. Oh, and obviously lingerie. That too is always great. Story 5. Dresses have a combination of one or two of these characteristics. Short, tight, low cut, flowy, backless, or shoulderless. If you get a dress that's too tight, too short, too low cut, and missing parts, it can look too much like nightclub attire or lingerie, especially for just walking around or going on a date. A combination of some risque aspects is perfect. Story 6. A sheer sundress can make our minds go crazy. As she moves, it gives you little hints as to what's underneath. Not enough to be trashy, but just enough to get the gears turning. Story 7. For me, a little bit left to the imagination is a good thing. If yoga pants and form-fitting clothes are not flattering, do not wear them. There are all kinds of support to help you find a style that flatters your figure, no matter your shape. Story 8. To give an answer that's not a sundress, although this is the right answer but vaguely adjacent, I'm a big fan of backless dresses or ones with a slit on the leg. Also, outfits that show off the midriff, which I know is pretty broad. The same reasons that other men cite for sundresses and athletic clothes apply. You get to appreciate the figure, are beguiled with a sneak peek of the body, but it still leaves you with an enticing mystery. Story 9. My late husband had very specific tastes. I adjusted to accommodate him. He made it worth my time. Any dress was fine, as long as it was a dress and not culottes. Skirts and tops were fine. He preferred that I wear all the underwear a proper woman should wear. I was an old hippie who preferred to be natural and not wear panties or bras. I preferred not to shave at all, but his preference was smooth everywhere, so I complied. He also preferred that I wear a garter belt and stockings, not pantyhose. Even when pantyhose or stockings were not in fashion, he wanted me to wear them for our special occasions. Shoes, not sandals. He preferred that I wear heels, but there was no way my knees would hold me up if I had worn heels. So he chose which flats were okay for me to wear. He also liked me to wear complete makeup and fix my hair with curlers and hairspray. This was very difficult for me, but as I said, he made it very worth my time. He adored me and never let me forget it. He always jumped out of the car and opened my door for me. He always walked on the outside if we were on a city street. He always stood up when I entered or left the room, even at home when we were just hanging on the sofa watching TV. My business has a gate to get onto the grounds, and it would have been easiest if I had opened the gate so he could drive through and then shut the gate to relock it, but he insisted he would stop the car, get out and open the gate, get back in and drive through the gate, stop again and get out and close the gate, then drive up to my shop building and get out to open the door for me, help me step up the 2-inch step to the porch of my shop building, unlock the door and walk me in to be sure no boogeyman were lurking, I think, and then go back out and park the car. He told me he never wanted me to forget or wonder about his love. When I drove myself to the shop, he did all my farm work while I was at the shop, and when I got home at 5 p.m., he'd greet me at the front door with my preferred adult beverage in his hand, cranberry and vodka, and dinner would be 15 minutes from ready to eat. We would enjoy 2 mixed adult beverages, and he would put dinner in to finish cooking so we could eat as soon as drink 2 was finished. I had a magical life while he was alive. The least I could do was accommodate his fetishes. He's been gone since 2012, And I spent almost 10 years in a terrible relationship with an abusive alcoholic that I absolutely know he would have hated. I put the drunk out about 4 months ago, and life is not sweet again, but it's better than it was 5 years ago. Once a woman has been loved totally and without reservation, nothing else will do. Story 10. Besides the already mentioned sundress, a woman in a nice t-shirt, denim, and sneakers with her hair in a bun, knot, or ponytail has always been my Achilles heel. Story 11. I try to convince my wife to wear dresses as often as possible, but since the big bad clothing industry doesn't allow pockets on women's clothes, she usually wears jeans. Story 12. Sure, gym wear can be sexy, but it's a simple, cheap thrill. A sundress or other simple dress is a favorite, but also seeing a woman in a really smart business outfit when she is owning the situation is insanely compelling. Story 13. I'm a rancher, so my taste leans towards Western wear. A nicely dressed gal in some Wrangler jeans, boots, and a tasteful shirt. Just let the natural beauty shine through. Generally, though, a nicely dressed gal in casual wear. Black lingerie with cowboy boots and spurs does it too. Story 14. Simple tight dress. Black or red or dark green. Sundresses are great too. Jeans and simple crop top outfit works great. And the most important things to wear: smile and confidence. Story 15. Gym wear is definitely nice. I think a woman can pull off pretty much anything if it's thoughtfully put together and fits her well. Whether that means a halter top and shorts that don't quite cover everything, a formal dress, or sweatpants. Personally, I'm partial to the beach bum and surfer look. It gives you adorable and sexy all in one, in my opinion, but also laid back and not trying too hard. Story 16. Everything. Women can be attractive in basically anything. Business wear, comfy clothes, dresses, athletic wear, etc. It really comes down to what fits you best and varies by the guy's preference as well, but basically, a woman can look really attractive in anything. Story 17. This outfit is pure fire. I never saw anything like it in real life, but it would be nice if more women were wearing clothing like that. Story 18. Sundresses. Form-hugging dresses, skirts, or gowns with an open back and a high slit on one or both sides are my weakness. Glasses. Glasses take you from pretty cute to please ruin my life. Gym wear. Yoga pants, if you fill them. Goth gear, especially boots and skirts. Heels. Especially open-toed heels with ankle or leg straps. Story 19. I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for the sweater over a collared shirt. Kind of a preppy look, I guess. I think that's more equivalent to a guy in a suit. Story 20. I was criticized heavily for this before, so apparently it's just me, but I love lingerie. The only thing possibly hotter is one of my button-down shirts. Story 21. Sundress. Basically, loose, flowy clothing that allows us to see your figure without explicitly revealing it. Similar. A great figure in sweatpants is sexier than a great figure in tight leggings, even though the appearance of the leggings is more alluring. Story 22. Traditionally a cocktail dress. But for me personally, I find the whole oversized sweater with jeans or leggings very attractive. That being said, there's a fine line between where it looks purposeful and where it looks like you're just a slob or have no taste. Story 23. I don't care what shape a woman's body is. If she's wearing colored stockings, black, red, blue, white, she automatically looks sexy. Story 24. I will give something different to the typical sundress. I honestly think women look great in well-fitting suits as well. I always love going to conferences and white-tie business events because I look great and everyone else does too. I have a tailored tuxedo and a tailcoat suit. Both are such a blast to wear. Story 25. Little black dress, heels, thigh highs with the seam up the back. Tight Levi's with a nice shirt. One of my shirts and nothing else. Yoga pants. Sundress. Confidence outfits where you can almost see something. Heels and jeans. Story 26. Literally anything. My girlfriend says I have no sense of style because I say she looks good in everything. She's naturally beautiful and can wake up with a giant poofy head of bed hair and in baggy pajamas, and I'm just swooning and ogling over her. Then she puts on her work uniform or gets ready for a wedding, and I'm still just as swooning. Story 27. I used to wear nice suits when I went to church, and after church, I sometimes went to stores still in my suit, so many people thought I was the manager. I personally like it when women wear a lot of accessories. Anklets, necklaces, bracelets, rings, watches, scarves, etc. I sometimes catch myself staring for too long. Story 28. Saw so many generic sundresses / yoga pants answers, so I'll go with what I always answer to this question: a sleeveless or strapless mini dress. Because shoulders are sexy. Casual alternative: tank top or tube top and skirt. Bonus points for lace top straps. Formal button-up blouse and skirt. Sharp and elegant, I like it. Anything midriff-bearing because tummies are beautiful too. It enables showing off a navel piercing if there is one to show. Bonus points if it's one of those long-sleeve black midriff tops. Sports bras. Comfortable, or so I heard, and look way better than misshapen cups. Those things with lace straps that women with smaller breasts wear, like something between a bra and a tank top. I would guess they're called bralettes, but I may be wrong. Off-shoulder dresses or tops. I think it's called the Spanish style, but honestly, I know nothing about fashion nor Spain, so I could be speaking falsehoods. Did I mention I like shoulders? Ankle-length sleeveless dresses with that side thigh split for women who are tall, slim, and got sporty legs. Or for anyone actually. Short shorts and hoodie or sweatshirt and no bra. Self-explanatory. Also add the smell of tobacco and rain, and we've got ourselves the literally every summer of the 2010s to a T, and I'm dying of nostalgia. Swimsuit and sunscreen so I can feel like I'm in my late teens again. If we're speaking more intimate situations, jewelry, makeup, perfume, confidence, and a smile. Stockings or socks that end above the knee. Don't know why, makes no sense. Must be some subconscious evolutionary shenanigans. Bonus points for lace finishing or fishnet. Extra bonus points if paired with an above-knee skirt. Choker necklace. Elegant, draws attention to the neck, has that subtle BDSM appeal. Similarly, bonus points for being a lace one. Or if she's feeling lazy or comfy but still wants that kind of attention from me, a tank top and nothing else at all. There's something awesome about careful management of exposing skin. Too little is weird. Is it that cold? Does she have dermatological problems? Too much is weird. One or two of these. Midriff, cleavage, backless, mini, see-through, sleeveless or strapless. Tight fit works wonders. Gives the sense of elegance and confidence, which is respectfully hot. More than two of these combined seem vulgar or provocative. Unpopular opinion. Completely nude is more naturalistic than sexy. If I was already in love with the nude woman for different reasons, sure. But otherwise, that's just literally how humans look like. Not impressed. I may compliment on the workout routine if the body is really that impressive, though. Story 29. It's really just a matter of wearing a type of clothing that shows off your figure, which falls into pretty much every category of fashion where I guarantee you men are not hung up on what you're wearing. They're more interested in how it looks on you. For example, I've seen a pair of jeans make a woman look absolutely terrible. That same woman could put on another pair of jeans that actually fits the contours of her body and makes her look incredible. Story 30. Be attractive to me. That's literally it. Laugh out loud. If I find you attractive, I am going to find anything you wear hot. Dress, leggings, oversized t-shirt you wear to bed, etc. It doesn't matter as long as I find you attractive. Story 31. You would be hard-pressed to find anything men do not like seeing women in, except high heels, because they are impractical. They do not look impractical, but wearing them says a lot. Story 32. I'm astounded. I came here because I asked a guy I'm seeing the exact same thing, and he said sundresses. Question though, long or short? What's the preference? Story 33. I love when a woman knows how to balance cool and sexy. When she wears form-fitting vintage clothing, like high-rise mom jeans, and has many earrings going up her ear, lots of gemstone rings, and a few tasteful tattoos. Someone who looks like she has really good taste in music and art, but also wants to look hot, like a sexy Santa Fe artist or something. The ones where I'm thinking, This woman is dazzling me right now. I'd be an absolute idiot not to talk to her. Story 34. Mid or short are better than long. Fit at the waist to the extent practical. Works better on some figures than others, naturally. A little loose on top is okay. But part of the point is to show your feminine figure. Loose on the bottom is good. It's a dress after all. Story 35. The more modest she wears, the more attractive she looks. Only take this advice if you are looking for a husband or soulmate. If you are looking for a gigolo or a playboy, then wear revealing clothes. Story 36. I think that when women are reacting to a man in a really nice suit, they are reacting to the suggestion of wealth and power that is implied. Personally, I'm more attracted to traits like creativity and nerdiness, so outfits that reflect that are far more attractive to me, while a suit would just make me feel like he's too fussy or high maintenance for me, or otherwise doesn't share my interests. I'm not ever going to enjoy a lifestyle that requires me to dress that way, so I'd never be attracted to a man with that expectation. I like seeing my male partner best in jeans and his black leather jacket, or maybe his chef's coat and hat because I like rock stars and chefs and I don't like businessmen. However, my friend, who is a businesswoman with a Master of Business Administration, absolutely loves to see her husband in a suit. Just my 2 cents. Story 37. Pencil skirts, little black dresses, high heels, yoga pants, sleeveless tops, peak femininity, jeans that go to your ribs, suits, jumpers. You may as well be wearing trash bags. They are just as appealing.